Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bahashim Makakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, as well as the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Akwat that are lesson and learning, being a pillar of rest. The 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. I'm going to start right here, Proverbs 21, the king, right? The king's mind, lob, his heart, is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Going into mind control, if you will. Cut to the chase, if we can get there. Good news. GMT says, right? Let's break it down. You got mind, you got control, mind control. You got supreme. Supreme. So M, K, supreme. The Lord controls the mind of the king as easily as he directs the course of a stream. Now that we understand what's going on, we can answer this question. This is Judge Napolitano judging freedom. 40 minutes ago, Larry Johnson, the question, does Trump understand Russia? Answer would be no. Why? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. How then can Trump understand? Right? Meaning this, you might think you understand until the Most High hardened Vlad's heart, his mind. Harden his heart. What does that mean? Controls and turns him the other way, right? Put hooks in his jaws, right? And turn you whithersoever he will. Okay, so let's check this out. I'm going to let him talk a little bit, and then I'm going to just make it quick. So does Trump understand Russia? Absolutely not. It's going to end the nuclear war.
Larry Johnson, welcome here, my dear friend. I do want to spend some time exploring your thoughts and all your research on President Trump and what appear to be his profound public misunderstandings of Russia. But before we do that, I'm going to play a clip of the president on Air Force One yesterday. It was rather disturbing. Now, this is the way the White House released it. There are still photos of him. It's obviously his voice. It's not an actual video of him. But this is where he's saying he's considering the forcible removal of 1.5 million Gazans, Palestinians from Gaza to Jordan and to Egypt. Take a listen. Cut number 4.
I said to him, I'd love you to take on more, because I'm looking at the whole Gaza Strip right now, and it's a mess. It's a real mess.
So you'd like Jordan to house people from
I'd like
Gaza?
him to take people. I'd like Egypt to take people. I'm talking to General Sisi tomorrow, sometime, I believe. And I'd like Egypt to take people, and I'd like Jordan to take people.
You got to get them out of there.
You're talking about probably 1.5 million people. And we just clean out that whole thing. And I don't know, something has to happen, but it's literally a demolition site right now. Almost everything's demolished, and people are dying there. So I'd rather get involved with some of the Arab nations and build housing in a different location where they can maybe live in peace.
Temporary, or would they
It could be either. It could be temporarily, could be long term.
Is he falling right into the hands of the right-wingers and Prime Minister Netanyahu's government?
He's just talking off the top of his head without even thinking it through. And he's going to be in for a rude surprise when he gets General Sisi on the phone or King Abdullah in Jordan. They're going to say, yeah, Donald, there are 2 ways that can happen. There's no way, and there's no way in hell. No, not going to happen. This is, people in the West, particularly in the United States, have come up with this as an idea. And I hear several.
All right, Salaki, so I'm not on subject here. I didn't watch it. I just assumed because of the title that they were going to go directly into to Putin. So let me try to queue up and see if they even do go.
Ukraine has a severe manpower shortage, and it's not getting better. And in fact, General Syrski, the head of the Ukrainian military, for now anyway, admitted as much last week that, yeah, they may be recruiting.
Let me see if he asked the question initially.
Telling the truth as I understood it, and to make sure I had as many sources as.
Slovakia.
President Zelensky would like to have peace.
Okay, so let me see if I can get the question.
Wow. Yeah, learning the truth about the massive, gargantuan losses Ukraine has suffered. It wasn't a New York Times article, it was an ABC News piece, but they came out together. And if Putin's taken that kind of 2 or 3 months, and in the course of that time, I guarantee you, nobody's come up and said, "Hey, Mr. President, the reality is Russia's only suffered, maybe killed in action, 120,000 max." Yeah, they've had some wounded soldiers as well, maybe another 300,000.
This is probably it.
The things he says and has been saying.
Plan to follow through.
Well, your optimism is refreshing, Larry. Let's switch to the things he says and has been saying off the top of his tongue about Russia.
Yeah.
That the Russians have lost 1 million troops in Ukraine. I mean, that is really preposterous.
Well, but let's be clear. Trump is not saying that because that's what Trump has thought or believes. That is what Donald Trump has been told by the intelligence community. The intelligence community is lying to Donald Trump. This is nothing that Trump and his advisors came up with. And we got concrete proof of that more than a week ago when David Ignatius interviewing and writing this puff piece on Bill Burns, the Biden's CIA director. It was Bill Burns talking about the 700,000 casualties that the Russians are suffering. So Trump's been getting CIA briefings for at least 2 or 3 months. And in the course of that time, I guarantee you, nobody's come up and said, "Hey, Mr. President, the reality is Russia's only suffered, maybe killed in action, 120,000 max."
Stop it right there. So whatever I just did by stumbling through this video, and it's all unhinged and all of that, what did come of that is this, all right? Trump got a whole lot on his plate, okay? Whatever's going on in Israel, that dude is juggling. Whatever's going on over here in Eastern Europe, with Zelensky and Vlad, this dude's hands are full. You know what it's called? Let's get it. No, I'm going to go ahead and close. Yeah, he's everywhere. He's spread across the whole chessboard. Right? It's easy. Revelation 11 and 14. Second woe is past, behold, the third woe is coming shortly. This dude's fighting. How many wars is he fighting right now? Okay. There's a big old leak in a tire called South Korea right now. They're trying to get their regime change right because, shoot, somebody shut down the whole country and said we're going dark, right? And they did martial law over there. So things, China's threatening to move on Taiwan. Trump's hands are full, right? That's why he came out like, all eyes on me. I'm Superman. And nigga, we gonna see. You got a whole lot going down right now. All of that shit abroad, right? And what's going on right here in Babylon? What's going on at the Mexican border? It's not the cartel border. It's the Mexican border. What is it called? Behold, the third woe. That's Mexico versus the United States. It's not the cartel and BlackRock. You understand? It's two countries. Oh, we're going to war with the cartel. No, dummy. Behold, the third woe is coming. Surely, with that, we hope the elect will ratify you, brothers and few sisters. Shalom.